Uh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. おはようございます。Buenas tardes. I'm sleepy. I am so sleepy. 眠い。結構眠いです。Tengo mucho sueño. Good afternoon, good afternoon, good morning. おはようございます。Buenas tardes. Hey everyone, I'm Freodore, the signer of NIJISANJI EN's 11th unit by the beat. NIJISANJI EN 所属 by the beat のビジュアルセンスがこだわりデザイナー、フリオドールです。Today, we're gonna be drinking coffee, as usual. There is not a lot. I mean, there is quite a few things that I have to do. So maybe today's gonna be a shorter stream than usual. But we'll see how it goes. I've said the same thing last time, and it ended up going longer than I expected, so we'll see. まあ、いろいろ、やらないといけないことがあるから、いつもより短く配信するつもりだけど、まあ、僕はよくそう言ってるけど、配信はまだ続くから。まあどうかな？ We'll see, we'll see. It's not a big deal though. Not a big deal. But yeah, no. Hi everyone, welcome. We're gonna be testing a new blend today. This is actually the least, or the most affordable blend out of Proud Mary coffee. And it seems pretty interesting because of the tasting notes. They seem extremely like sweet in a dessert kind of way. So I was very curious about them. I'm gonna be showcasing the recipe here. よいしょ。でね、今日も新しいブレンドを入れてみます。今回は味わいは結構デザートみたいな甘そうから面白そうと思ったとね。Let me link you guys the website. This is called the Humbler Blend. Let me read the description for it. It says, Humbler is a coffee made by the people for the people. The Humbler blend has been designed universally to cut through milk to generate a chocolate fudge latte and rich, syrupy, sweet espresso. The blend is approachable and easy to use, which requires no complicated recipes or methodologies. We utilize only fresh, seasonal components direct from our producers at origin. So, it seems like this would be a good combination for people that like putting milk in their drinks. A nice blend for it. We're gonna be drinking it black as usual for me to taste the essence of the coffee, but yeah, I'm very curious about the taste even on pour over. そうだね。今回は一番安いブレンドだね、このお店。そしてなんかミルクをかけるとおすすめって書いてもらうね。チョコレートファッジラテみたいな感じ。そしてもっとこってりエスプレッソみたいななんか食感があってこと。The idea of resembling milk sweet drinks while still being black coffee. I don't know if it's supposed to resemble it, but it's supposed to pair really well with milk. So I'm curious. I'm very curious. 今回はブラックで入れるけど、まあ生で味わってみたいけど、多分ミルクといいコンビになるかも。So, let me see, where's my mark? Where is my mark? マークは、oh, there you are. We're gonna be using the Origami Air M dripper as usual, as well as my I keep calling it my Lance Hedrick. I'm sorry, I'm appropriating your recipe. I'm gonna be using Lance Hedrick's 2-pour method and the Kafek TH3 filters. This is what I always use, pretty much. We're gonna be doing the Humbler Blend by Proud Mary. Origins are from Brazil and Colombia, so technically these are Latin American beans. The process is mixed, so that means that there's probably like beans that have been probably washed and some other variety of beans that have been like maybe natural or honey processed, or maybe another type of processing in between. So there's a variety of processings in this blend. And as for the notes, it says chocolate fudge brownie, caramel, and date. So pretty sweet, non-fruity at all. Tasting notes, right? So I'm very curious about it. The website says chocolate fudge, caramel, date, and syrupy. So maybe we're expecting a little bit of a thicker mouthfeel more than something thin, but we'll see. The roast, it's not specified as usual, but this time the category is mild instead of curious or wild. So maybe it's going to be more of a less experimental taste and something more familiar to us. We're going to be using the usual ratio that we do, and it's actually what's recommended by the website, around 1 to 16, 1 to 17. 15 grams of beans, 250 milliliters or grams of water. We're going to be doing 95 degrees Celsius this time. A little bit hotter than usual. And a coarser grind on the comandante with 30 clicks. And this is the usual recipe we do, right? I actually realized that Proud Mary does have their own recipe that they recommend. It's called the PMC brewing method, I believe. Stands for Proud Mary Coffees, and it's actually very similar. It's the same ratio, and it's also 2 pours, but the difference is that they grind way finer than I do, at around maybe 23 to 24 clicks. They do like a medium fine grind, and they also use like a stirring tool to stir after the first pour. But after that, it's pretty much the same thing. Oh, and they also do like a zigzag pour from the video I saw. But since we have been tasting all these blends, all these new beans with my usual recipe, I want to stick to it because it's the recipe that I know and it gives me a good point to compare. But later on, I want to try their own recipe as well, and maybe I'll let you guys know if it's how it tastes. I believe the zigzag pour is so that it covers all the surface of the grinds. Make sure everything's nice and wet. But yeah, no. We'll see. Today, it's gonna be our usual recipe. Alright, let me briefly explain in Japanese. 日本語でも説明します。今回はいつも通り折り紙 Air M ドリッパーを使います。そして、ちょっと待って。マーク。OK。日常使うの好きレシピでも入れてみます。ランス・ヘンドリックの 2-pour method。2回注ぐ方法かな。フィルターは Kafek TH3。一番好きなフィルター。早いから。今回は Proud Mary の Humbler Blend を入れてみます。でね、これはブラジルとコロンビアの豆ですね。そして、なんていうの、生成過程は、なんか混ぜるから、多分、ウォッシュとナチュラルとハニーのいろんなプロセッシングされた豆を混ぜるから、ミックスっていうよね。そしてノーツは、チョコレートファッジブラウニーキャラメル、そしてデーツね。結構 甘い味わいみたいね。バイセンは多分浅入りだと思うけど、全然書いてもらわないね。逆にマイルドで書いてるから、多分そんなにエクスペリメンタル、休憩的じゃないかも。研究的じゃないかも。この味ね。そして、豆は 15g、お湯は 250g、95度で入れてみます。いつも通りの、コマナンテ C40 の30クリックでいきます。そしてレシピはいつも通りの2ステップ方法だ。Alright。そして、このお店、Proud Mary も、レシピで、Proud Mary のレシピがあるって見つけたけど、やっぱりなんかいつも入れるレシピ使いたかったから、始めたから、今回はそうするけど、あのレシピは結構似てたと思った。ただ、今回は、あのレシピは多分、なんていうの、もっと細引きで引いて、そして、最初の注ぐの後で、いろいろ、スプーンみたいな感じで、うるうるしてたね。多分また後で試してみます。Alright. Sorry for the lengthy explanation. How about we go ahead and start the ASMR portion of the stream. ASMR. 始まります。Alright. There you go. Let me change the setting on my microphone. There you go. You should be able to hear my room a little bit. Oh, wait, this is the wrong setting. There you go. You should be able to hear my room now. And the airplane. And the airplane outside. 多分部屋も外の飛行機も聞こえるかも。It's for the immersion. It's for the immersion. So let's start out by warming up the water. And let's see, let's check out the bag. Chocolate fudge brownie, caramel, and date. Okay. Let's open that. Can you open, please? Okay. Oh, wow. It does smell pretty chocolatey already, even just as beans. 豆から結構チョコレートの匂いをわかる。Alright. So, we're gonna pour 15 grams of beans. Alright. Please do not spill, it's a new bag, it's full of beans. That is a little bit more than usually. That was 17 grams, let's do 15. Sorry, give me some beans back. Is the water okay? Why is it making weird sounds? Alright, we got 15 grams here. Okay, just wanted to make sure the water was fine. The water seems to be going okay. I wrote it's getting cold today, but it's actually not that cold. We're at like 24 degrees Celsius right now, so today betrayed me. I was expecting a way colder day today. Yesterday was way colder. 今日は寒くなってるって書いたけど、まあ今日は結構暑いよ。24度だ。Yeah, that's not cold at all. That is not cold at all. So I ended up getting betrayed by the day. Yeah, no, that's pretty warm. Anyways, we're gonna spray some water on the beans in order to make sure they're coated and avoid static, especially on this winter. On this winter side. Hmm. お水をスプレーしますね、豆に。Oh. Alright. There you go. It's plenty. Pretty coated. We have already set the grinder beforehand to 30 clicks, because that's what I usually do. So that's what we're gonna be doing. No need to change it. もう30クリックで設定したから、じゃあ弾きましょうか。Oh no, the maracas. The maracas are back. Alright. Let's start grinding. 弾きましょう。Smooth ね。This time the beans are pretty smooth to grind. They didn't give me any trouble at all. 今回は結構スムースだったね。あんまり硬くなかったわ。まあ30クリックで弾いてるけど。At 30 clicks it's quite easy to grind though, in general. So we have the water ready. It's at 95 degrees. Let's ready our... Oh my god, I forgot my dripper. ちょっとドリッパー忘れちゃったわ。I knew I was forgetting something. 何か忘れてたと思ってたけど、まあやっぱりドリッパーを忘れたね。How am I supposed to brew my coffee without my dripper? Okay, I'll BRB. I'll BRB. ちょっと待ってね。取ってくるわ。Okay. That's my forgot my dripper face. I'm gonna freeze the camera here. I am back. I'm back, tadaima. I think, I've forgotten things on my coffee satsu so many times. It has to be at least 10 times that I've forgotten something. Usually the ice, a cup. But this is the first time I forgot my dripper. That's crazy. That's like the most important part. I mean, other than the beans. そうね、コーヒー雑談でいろいろギアを忘れたことあるけど、今回はドリッパーを忘れたのは初めてですね。結構大事なのに。Alright, no pollo mornings. No, I haven't been living my pollo life in a while. Does spraying them with water alter this, them being smoother, or is it specific to the beans? I don't think it affects them much in terms of that. We spray them with water so that the static, especially on dry climates, does not affect the beans and does not get stuck on your grinder, which can be pretty annoying for cleaning and for pouring the grinds into the dripper. You'll often see that in coffee shops. Anyways, we poured the grounds into the dripper. ドリッパーに豆を入れて Okay. I think we are ready to start brewing. を入れるのを準備だと思います。Okay. Haven't been drinking coffee this week, so I'm quite looking forward to drinking it again. もう今週、先週からコーヒー飲んだことないから楽しみにしてるね。久しぶりに飲む。Okay. So we're gonna start with a 50-gram pour. 50g まで注ぎます。Make sure that all the grinds are coated. There you go. And we're gonna wait until 45 seconds. Yeah, no, usually when I'm trying to rest my voice or heal from fatigue, I avoid caffeine, so I don't drink it too much. 普通に、声を、喉を枯れるときに、休むためにあんまりカフェイン飲まないからね。Alright, 45 seconds. Now we're going to do a turbulent pour. That means we're going to be pouring a little bit from further away to create more turbulence. Pouring in circles. Until 250 grams. 250g まで注ぎます。There you go. We're going to swirl a little bit. There you go. Now we're going to wait. 早く流さないために少しぐるぐるしますね、ドリッパー。I know this is a pretty fast recipe, pretty easy recipe. I recommend it a lot. The draining looks good. It looks like it's gonna take around 2 minutes. So that's a good sign. 流すのはいいみたいね。多分2分ぐらい経つから、かかるから。Nice. Okay. We are done. We are done at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. 2分10秒で完成しました。Let's pour. Let's put the dripper away. Let's see how it goes. That is my scale. You can visually tell how long it will drain. Yeah, with the scale, I have a timer, so I have a timer running on whenever I'm brewing my coffee. Guru guru. I don't think I can like catch a specific thing from the smell. It smells like coffee. That's it. なんか特別な味はまだわからないね。匂いから。Let's give it a taste. As usual, those who are bad with drinking noises, I warn you. I'm gonna have to do my first sip to taste the notes of the coffee. So, if you're not good with that, beware. いつも通り、飲むの音をが苦手の人に注意しますね。コーヒーを味わってみます。いただきます。Provecho, thank you, gracias. All right, let's see. What is that? Anyways. There you go. Look, the microphone's back to normal. This is really weird to explain. But I feel like these flavor notes reminds me of the flavor notes that I would have out from like a medium or a dark roast. But this time it has the strength and the clarity of like a lighter roast also. It's very interesting. 今回はこの味はちょっとなんか中入りや深入りの味は見たいけど浅いの透明感がまだあるから面白いと思う。I don't know, maybe it's because of the way I brewed it, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet either. Like I can taste the brownie, but it's not like a chocolate fudge brownie dessert that you would like bite or something, right? It's more like a hint of like chocolate brownie, if anything. スプチャットありがとうございます。なんかチョコレートみたいけどデザートみたいな味じゃないね。ただチョコレートブラウニーっぽいだけどそんなになんか後的に甘くない。I feel like I could even eat like a chocolate brownie with this because it's so it's not that strong. But I can also see why people recommend it with milk. Maybe it's that. I think let me look at the beans actually. Maybe they're not even light roast. ちょっと豆を見てみるね。まあ浅入りみたいけど。I mean, I'm looking at them and they look kind of light roasted. Maybe they're like light medium. But you know, I can see why they say it would be a good pair of milk. Because I think perhaps milk would bring out the... Sorry, I'm just putting away the bag. The nuances or these sweet notes a little bit more than black. I quite like it like this though. なんかサイトでミルク入るっておすすめしてるからもう今もうブラックで味わったからわかるね。結構多分この甘い味わいをミルクともっと出るかも。けどブラックで美味しいと思う。個人的に。I wonder if it would be sweeter with a different recipe. I think so. I think it's possible to probably make it a little bit more sweet if we do like maybe a little bit of a finer grind, or if we do 3 pours instead of 2. Maybe with like the Tetsukasiya 60-40 method.多分そして別のレシピでももっと甘くなれると思う。多分哲カスヤ様の4 to 6方法ね。これは結構いいと思う。I quite like it like this though. I think this is like, I think I can see why it's called the humbler blend, and the goal with it, it's like a very inoffensive coffee cup. It still tastes like specialty coffee, but it's a good balanced coffee tasting cup of coffee in a way. So perhaps if you have like someone over and they want some coffee and you're not sure what kind of like special, if you have like a lot of special beans or something, maybe this would be like the safest option. Especially if they are drinking with milk, right? 多分結構なんかセーフな豆かな。お客さん来たら、コーヒーを入れてくれるって聞いてもらえたら、多分ここでいいかな。みんな好きそうコーヒーかも。まあコーヒー好きな人はこの豆は全然なんか安全な感じあると思う。特にミルク入ったら。Recommended for those who don't usually drink coffee? No, I think maybe on the other side, on the opposite side, I would recommend it for people that usually drink coffee. Usually for people that don't usually drink coffee, I would try to surprise them with like a very sweet, very fruity type of light roast drink so that they break that image that like black coffee super bitter and nasty and for like masochists or something, right? I was gonna say for like psychopaths, but I don't think that's what people think. Maybe, but yeah, no. I think usually I would recommend a fruity coffee for that. In that case, like the strawberry coffee or maybe even the strawberry Calpico coffee that we had a while ago from Luminos. That would be a pretty good recommendation. そうだね、多分あまりなんかブラックでなんかコーヒーブラックで飲むの苦手の人にこれは多分おすすめしないかもね。初めてブラックおすすめなら多分もっとフルーティー甘い味わい豆をおすすめかも。だってみんなは多分ブラックのなんか頭でブラックのイメージがあるからそれを壊したいね。ブラックが苦くて美味しくないのイメージ。だから結構なんか苦くなくて甘いコーヒーをおすすめしたいけど、これは多分普通バランスがあるの 豆だから、多分もうコーヒー慣れてる人におすすめできる。多分日常で入れる豆みたいな感じ。This is probably like a bean you can brew every day. For an everyday cup. When you just want your coffee, you don't want anything that's extremely complex. You just want something to maybe accompany like a French toast or something. I'm saying French toast because that's what I had earlier today. But yeah, something like that. If you're feeling milk, you can add milk. If you're feeling black, you can drink it black. It's a very versatile, very, very solid kind of bean. そうだね。日常で入れるコーヒーだと思う。多分、そんなになんかコンプレックス味わいじゃなくて、ただ、早く起きて、朝ごはんと飲むのカップみたいでいいと思う。日常で入れるコーヒー。ミルク入ったらいい。ブラックでもいい。結構安全な豆だと。Very, very safe. Very safe. It can kind of be like a comfort zone, maybe. ブラック初心者にはまだ飲めないんですね。まあ多分飲めるけど、レシピによるけど。このレシピ、そしてこの割合がそんなになんか苦くなくて強くないから、多分悪くないけど、初めてならもっとフルーティーおすすめ。It's not like this would be impossible for like newcomers to black coffee to drink. My ratios and my grind size, and as well as the recipe, is made for coffee to be more like tea. It's very light. It's not super bitter. It's not extremely extracted. So I think perhaps there's a few people that are not gonna find it unpleasant, but I would still recommend something like more fruity to surprise them on the first try. Because I think that will like spark the curiosity more, right? This kind of goes more in line with the expectations of like a coffee cup. I was gonna say kopi, but I think it's more fun to like break those expectations and then people thinking about the potential of what coffee can have, right? 多分これはコーヒーを考えたらコーヒーの期待してる味があると思うけど、だからもっと甘くてフルーティーな豆を初心者におすすめしたいね。だってあのイメージもなんか崩れて、じゃあ可能性が広がるみたいな感じするから、それは楽しいと。Like an eye opener. Yeah. I believe Proud Mary Coffee ships internationally. They're based in the United States and in Australia. So, if people are curious and it's not too expensive, please feel free to give the blends a try. I also bought a single origin bean that we'll be trying next time. I'm really curious about how that will go as well. I don't know if I'll try with this same recipe. I kind of want to try their recommended recipe as well with maybe one of the blends and then see what I like more and then maybe try the new beans with that one. フルーティーな豆はブラック初心者向けなんですね。まあ、向けわけないけど、いいおすすめだと思う。だって僕もフルーティーとしてフローラルな感じ好きだから、もう初心者ではないけど。I wouldn't say like fruity coffees are like aimed for beginners. It's not something like, oh, it's just for beginners to like get their feet wet or anything, right? I mean, I like fruity coffees and floral coffees quite much. I just think it's a pretty compatible choice for beginners, but a lot of coffee nerds or experienced coffee drinkers, brewers, baristas like fruity coffees. They're not anything like seen as inferior or less special in a way. It's really all about your taste though. And usually until you get to taste a lot, you don't really get to know what your preferences are until way later. But that's the fun part of the hobby, right? そうだね。そして、マジでみんなの好みによるね。多分、初めて飲むときに、ただ、コーヒー味だよって考えるけど、もっと飲むほどに、味わいの違いを変わって、なんか世界が広がるね。そして自分の好みも分かるようになる。それはこの趣味の楽しさだと思う。Do you have any note preferences? You know, when I started out, I used to drink more medium roast or darker roast, and I used to think that I would have a preference towards like chocolate, caramelly, kind of like dulce de leche, that type of notes. But lately, I've really been enjoying fruitier notes. Lychee I really liked. I liked there was another one with pineapple that I really like. There was one that was super delicious that at first I wasn't very impressed, but later on, after time had passed, oh my god. Sorry, I opened the website for Luminos and it played like a loud video. It played, and after like some time passed, after I originally tried it, I really grew to like that coffee. So it was from Brazil. What was it? Where are you? Where are you? I believe I've tried it on a coffee Zatsu also. どこないの? Oh, I found it. Yeah, it had notes of lime, cranberry, date, and milk chocolate. That was really nice. It had like a nice balance of sweetness and fruitiness that I thought was pretty pleasant. Pretty pleasant. For like an everyday cup. It's like a natural from Brazil. そうだね。活動始めた時に普通にもっとなんか中入り飲むのを慣れてたから、多分一番好きな味わいは、もっとチョコレートやキャラメル、ドゥルツデレッチェみたいな味わい、好きだと思ってたけど、今もみんなの応援のおかげでいろんな高級な浅入り豆を味わったことあるから、今も多分もっとフルーティーもフローラルな感じ好きかな。だからありがとうございます。And I mean, it's only thanks to everyone's support that I've been able to try so many light roasts, so many specialty coffee beans that I didn't have access before. I think usually what I drank before was mostly like local beans that I had around. And in order to get the most out of it, I would try so many different recipes, and that was like my way of experimenting because I didn't have the funds or the access to so many beans. But now, thanks to everyone and their support, I'm able to like regularly buy and try so many new beans. So thank you very much. My hobby has expanded thanks to everyone's support. So thank you, thank you. Not to forget your coffee gear too. Don't forget your coffee gear. We bought you that too. Yes, of course, the coffee gear as well. I wouldn't have been able to purchase without everyone's support. Yes, that is true. That is true. All right, I found it. This is already archived. It's not selling anymore, but this was the Brazil beans that I really liked. 今もう売ってないけど、これはめっちゃ気に入ったの豆ね。Coffee beer, that's probably a thing somewhere. I don't think it sounds appetizing, but that's probably a thing. But yeah, no, they're no longer selling it. I believe Luminous Coffee works by doing a drop ship format. Excuse me. ESL. A dropship format where they rotate the kinds of beans that they're selling and they only sell during the weekends. So there's many times where their selection will get archived and maybe brought back later on, but not all the time. Yeah, no. This is just me messing up a word's pronunciation. This does not count. This does not count. This does not count. Right? It's not a Freudian slip. I don't say that word. Usually, it's just words. It's words. No creo que cuente. You're good. Gracias. But you know, this is such a pleasant coffee cup. For sure. I think this, out of like the coffee beans that I own, this would be the one that I would drink with dessert or with sweets the most. Because then it's so nice and it's so safe that I don't really worry about. I don't really have to worry about like, oh no, but I'll lose the intricacies of the flavors with like this tiramisu or this cake or something. I think in fact it will complement. So, yeah, no, I think it would pair pretty nicely with desserts. そうね、多分今持ってる豆の中でこれは一番デザートと飲むかな。だって時々なんか高級コーヒーだから一人で飲むの方がいいと思ってるね。なんか結構ニュアンスを分かるためにいいけど、今回はそんなにめっちゃ安全なコーヒーだから。そんなにコンプレックスじゃないから。味わいを失おうって心配してないね。だから、デザートといいと思う。レモンクリームさん、スーパーチャットありがとうございます。フリちゃん、今朝もありがとう。ブラジル豆は個人的に、濃厚なのかな？ By the way, admire する人と同じギアを使いたい気持ちは、変わらない。admire する人の、 意見もうめっちゃ参考になる。It's you by the way. そして Easy Presso を買ったよ。すごい早く豆を弾ける。快適だ。教えてくれて助かった。いつもありがとう。いいですね。新しいミルをエンジョイしてください。ありがとうございます。ブラジル豆はマジで種類によって味変わるかな。だって濃厚じゃない味を味わったことあるから。まあ場合によるね。Alright, I think I'm starting to get back to normal. もっと普通になってると思う。目覚めてるよ。I'm waking up. I'm waking up. Waking up. English. The light in your eyes has returned. Wait, what's it? Wait. I need to do this. There you go. Way more lighting, right? No, not the PN phase. The PN phase betrayed me yesterday, so I am enemies with the PN phase for now. まあ昨日PN 文字が裏切られたから今もう敵なんだ。今の敵だ。For context, I was playing Mega Man 7 yesterday, and you guys know how I usually have the end stream option. And last time I had the opportunity to use the end stream option twice. And I thought maybe if I add the PN emoji to the end stream option, it won't, the ratio is gonna decrease. Because it's like asking like, please do not end the stream. But this time, when I added the PN emoji, the ratio got higher. It reached almost like 20% of people voting end stream. So the PN phase worked, like bit me back instead of like helping me. So it betrayed me. It betrayed me. Next time I'm gonna put like the emoji of like a job application or something so that no one wants to press it. Maybe that will work. Scary. Wait, why are you guys censoring it? Oh, it's my alarm. Natsumeさん、つぼちょっとありがとうございます。おはようございます。朝入りが好きで、普段はあんまり、深入り好きで、普段はあんまり朝入りの豆を試さないんだけど、今日の豆はフレーバーやテイストを聞いてるだけで美味しそうで、試してみたくなりました。美味しそうなコーヒーの話をいつも楽しませてもらってるよ。本当にありがとう。こちらこそありがとうございます。ぜひ機会あれば、試してください。美味しいから。 Applying to new positions or promotion at the cafe. What do we need at the cafe? What do we need? A raise? Okay, from now on you guys get twice as much salary as you usually get. Congrats, new promotion. Congrats. おめでとうございます。今日も給料2倍になります。おめでとうございます。プロモートした。みんな。I already doubled it a few months ago, so I'm quite generous, am I? I'm quite generous, am I? I'll be under your care from now on. これからもよろしくお願いします。Oh boy, how do I read this username? HGMCTNL. HG-san, super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Coffee, thank you for the recipes. I've been showcasing the same recipe for like the past 3 streams, but thanks so much for tuning in. I really recommend this one, so. Hope you enjoy, hope you enjoy. YouTube username update keeps striking in the funniest ways. Yeah, it's kind of a shame when it comes to a lot of usernames that are just hard for me to read out loud when it comes to reading super chats. But some usernames I feel like are kind of funny to read. So it's kind of like you never would have thought the username you picked would have been read out loud, right? Something like that. But yeah, no, I really wish we had the update back. It's it was fine before, but I guess it's also so people cannot like steal your identity in a way. So I think I can see that aspect of it. But it's just something we'll have to get used to, I think. Like a lot of these updates, a lot of these changes, a lot of the changes that happen in life, at first they're a little bit grating, but we just get used to it, right? And then it just becomes a normal thing.そうね、なんかニックネームからハンドルになってちょっとなんか珍しいよね、今。まだ慣れてないけど、まあ人生はこんな感じだね。そしてなんか誰かをふりしないためになんかこのチェンジをわかるから、まあ慣れるしかないね。人生はこんな感じだから。多分来年はもう普通だと思う。みんなかな。みんなが普通だと思う。 If they remove the at, I would like it more. Yeah, I think it would look a little bit better if it was just the username. Maybe. Ni modo. Toca acostumbrarse. Ni modo, ni modo. It's a very useful phrase, right, in Spanish. Shoganai. Can be helped. Ni modo. Si toca, toca como dice la loca. Es la primera vez que escucho eso. Está gracioso. Bueno, ni modo. Yeah, that's another variation of it, yeah. It's pretty much the same thing, right? It's like, well, can be helped, right? Ma shoganai ne. Bueno, ni modo. It's like a little variation of it. Ma niteru kedo ne. Ba. I'm thinking of like, I still haven't made up the schedule for next week. I'm still trying to think of what to do because there's some things that I have to do. So perhaps I'm thinking that not doing 5-hour to 6-hour streams all the time would be a good idea. Unfortunately, I always end up playing more than I think I will. What can I do that I don't get dragged onto, like, oh, this boss is hard, I need to defeat it. For example, yesterday with Mega Man, I was like, okay, I'll beat it in 3 hours, no problem. But then turns out the final boss of Mega Man 7 is the hardest boss in the whole Mega Man franchise, so it took me a while. It really took me a while. I was looking back to see no damage runs of the fight, and it seemed really tough. I think X2 will take quite long as well. I think X2 is faster though. If I want to collect everything, then maybe, but the bosses aren't that bad. But yeah, I don't know. Something I'm considering doing is perhaps, I'm kind of curious about it. I played Kirby this week, but I kind of want to play Kirby again. Because Kirby Riders has a ranked mode. So I kind of want to give ranked a try. I kind of want to give ranked a try. And since it's not like a story mode or anything, I can drop it whenever I want to, right? Will the first competitive game I try on stream be Kirby? The first ranked kind of game. But we'll see, we'll see. Yeah, no. I don't really have much spoilers to give. But next week there's gonna be a collab. That's all I can say. まあね、来週、今週のスケジュールまだネタバレできないけど、まあ、ただ、教えるのはコラボがあるね。来週。Kapu-san, thank you so much for the super chat. Super chat ありがとうございます。Good morning from here. I overslept even though I'm at work. So I want a cup of black coffee that the Frio Tencho made today. Thank you for always making me feel special with your streams. I'm off. Have a great day. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good day at work today. Take care, take care. I think the collab is gonna be pretty interesting, so I think you guys will enjoy it. I think you guys will enjoy it. まあ今回コラボは面白そうだから。楽しみにしてね。トントロトトン。And then also the week after we have the fan meet, right? Maybe it's a little bit early for me to start talking about it, but yeah, and I'm also excited about that. Our first By the Beat fan meet. そして来週初めてのファンミートを行いますね。それも楽しみにしてます。そろ。Oh, where? It's gonna be in Taiwan, yes. Taiwan, December 20th. December 20 JST. I believe tickets were already sold, so congrats to everyone that managed to get a ticket.もうチケット取ってたね。当てたの人によろしくお願いしますね。I'll also do my best. 僕も頑張ります。But it's still too early to talk about that. It's still a week too early. Maybe we can talk a little bit more in the future. けどまあこの話するのはまだ早いね。But speaking of early, I think perhaps we should start wrapping up. If maybe give like 15 to 20 minutes for super chats if there's any left. But other than that, we can start wrapping up so that I can go and work on so many things that I need to do. まあけど早いということで早いって言ってるから、まあ、多分今回は早くそろそろ終わせた方がいいと思いますね。多分あともう15じゃ20分ぐらい後でスプチャット読んで終わらせていただきます。Thank you. おつ。Thank you very much. I think what I can say about next week also is that I won't be streaming until Wednesday, which is the day of the collab. So we'll see you guys then. ただまた木曜日でまた配信しますね。あの日はコラボです。111。Descansa mucho. Have a good rest. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. DMCs, thanks so much for the super chat. 谢谢你，谢谢 for coffee 萨兹 Kapitan，加油 on work，谢谢。 I'll do my best with gongsuo. I'll do my best with gongsuo. Thank you very much. ペーピさん、スウェッチとありがとうございます。フリオくん、今日も配信ありがとう。コーヒー雑でいろんなお豆を紹介してくれるおかげで、私も自分の好きなコーヒーを探しが楽しいです。いつもありがとう。この前、その場で、焙煎してくれたお豆を買って、特別感もあって美味しかったです。気持ちの、問題かもしれないけど。よかったね。焙煎してくれるお店が結構いいと思う。ミルを持ってない人にそれはめっちゃおすすめです。マジでフレッシュだから。いいね、いいね。ありがとうございます。Yeah, no, for anyone that doesn't own a coffee mill, there are some places that can actually grind and roast the coffee for you. まあミルじゃなくて、まあ焙煎は違うけど、まあ焙煎してくれる場所がマジでなんかフレッシュだからおすすめです。なんかお店よりね。そしてオンラインで買うよりね。なんで見るって言ってたの？But yeah, no, there's some places that can actually roast and grind the beans for you, especially roast. So compared to like buying online and compared to like buying at a more commercial store, they're usually way more fresh. So if you have access to those, very much recommended. Punch Latte, thanks so much for the super chat. 감사합니다. Thank you for Zatsu today. It's getting cold, so be careful. I mean, not here. It's still 24 degrees, but yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Let's stay warm this winter. Mint Rain, thanks so much for the super chat. Thank you for the coffee, Satsu. Your Satsu is always so comfortable. Have a wonderful week. 谢谢你. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 谢谢你, 谢谢. Let's all have a nice week today. Or let's all have a nice week this week. Lenny Rio, thanks so much for the super chat. Also Rio, thank you for today's coffee stream. I've been on search for places where I live that do drip coffee, but no success yet. I'll keep looking around. I would love to try drip coffee. Take care. Thank you very much. I hope you can find a place. But also, a coffee dripper is not that expensive. So even if you want to try with like pre-ground beans, you don't need to buy like a fancy kettle or a scale or anything. You can try with just any normal boiling water that you have, if you have an electric or stovetop kettle. And you can get one of those affordable drippers and give it a try. Why not? Glaze Lily, thanks so much for the super chat. Terimakasi. Otsufrio, thank you for today. Likewise, thanks so much for joining us. If the coffee is good, anything will do. There's way more leeway when the coffee is good, right? But lately, there's a lot of affordable grinders. You don't need to get the super expensive ones anymore. You can spend like $50, $80, less than 100, and you can get a very good grinder. Like the Easy Presso that someone mentioned earlier. I often recommend King Grinder and Easy Presso. For affordable grinders, I think they're pretty good. So please don't be too afraid. It's accessible. Good coffee's accessible now. Evie, thanks so much for the super chat. Salamapo. Thank you for today's coffee, Satsu. It's always a treat to catch this on time. Good luck with work as well, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good luck with everyone at work. Good luck. And Yamori, super sticker, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. 80 still a lot for me. It's subject to what's accessible. Yeah. I mean, that's why I said like you can get under $50, under $100. But I mean, my grinder is $300. So compared to 380 is a little bit more affordable, right? But yeah, it definitely depends. That's why I am so glad that right now we are in the state that there's grinders in every price point that are pretty decent. Like a $30 King grinder can get you pretty far, so Yeah, no. It's not espresso that espresso requires super expensive machinery and upkeep. That one's a whole different world. Espresso is super expensive. 銀さん、そばちょっとありがとうございます。コーヒー雑談ありがとう。いろんなコーヒーを味わえてよかった。逆に私はチョコ味に気になってるけど、いつもフルーツと、花の方にしちゃいます。今月のノリミンカフェ、給料は助かるな。悪い顔にします。台湾のファンにめっちゃ楽しみしてます。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。給料ね。まあみんなが頑張ってるからね。ありがとうございます。うん。よろしくお願いしますね。ファンミで。Yeah, no, of course I'm gonna give you guys promotions every now and then. It's what a good tencho does, right? Alright. ニヤマさん、つばちょっとありがとうございます。今日もコーヒー雑談ありがとうございます。フリオの配信を聞きながら、最近届いたミルでコーヒー豆をひいて飲みました。とてもおいしく飲めました。いつもコーヒーのことをいろいろ教えてくれてありがとうございます。ありがとうございますね。コーヒーを、入れたコーヒーをプロベッチョ。美味しくてよかったわ。ありがとうございます。Lobster Roll, thanks so much for the super chat. 今日はスタートからゆっくり配信見れて嬉しいです。フリオ君のコーヒー撮アーカイブは always 私の仕事のお供だけど、やっぱりリアタイが楽しいです。今日もありがとうございます。こちらこそありがとうございますね。ありがとうございます。仕事中アーカイブを聞いてくれてありがたいです。Duchess, thanks so much for the super chat. Otsufuri, I was inspired to enjoy a nice pomegranate X dark chocolate coffee for the first time thanks to your Zatsu. Gamba with the work, Min. That sounds really good. Pomegranate with dark chocolate. That sounds nice. I really like pomegranates. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 峠さん、すばちゃとありがとうございます。素敵な配信ありがとうございました。朝からフリオくんの配信を見れて、今日の勉強が頑張れそうです。フリオくんのも、有意義な午後を過ごせますように。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。みんなのいい日になりますようにね。いい朝を過ごしてください。And Amy, スプチャットありがとうございます。今日も配信ありがとう。I might have missed it, but do you have recommendations for 電動のミル？まあ、電動のミル、electric grinders, right? For recommendations? They're quite pricey. I would say, like, the most affordable that I would recommend is probably the Baratza Encore. But I don't have a lot of experience with electric because I prefer the experience of grinding by hand, and you can get way better grinds for the money with a hand grinder than with an electric grinder. Also, the fellow opus is also pretty good. Baratza Encore fellow opus. 電動ミルね、あまり使わない。まあ僕は持ってない、個人的に。けど、まあ普通にハンドミルのクオリティの方がいいと思うから、普通にハンドミルの方がおすすめするけど、まあ電動ならまあこれはそんなに高くなくておすすめできると思う。特にフェローオープスね。でも、機会があれば手で弾くの方がおすすめです。疲れたら、ただもっとなんか低めで入れた方がいいと思う。おすすめです。僕もいつも低めで入れてるから、弾いてるから。Yeah, no, I know the temptation of like trying to invest in an electric grinder because it's kind of tiring in your arm. But I recommend trying grinding coarser if you haven't tried that yet, because that really makes it easier on your arm. And makes it way more forgiving when you're brewing. So I am a big coarse grind contender. I don't think contender is the word. Coarse grind supporter, proposer, support English. Advocate. That is the word. Yes. Thank you very much. Advocate. I'm a big advocate for coarse grinds. Yes. Endorser could also work. Promoter is my gen mate. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. 英語難しいね。僕もよく言葉忘れちゃうよ。Mue Ichiro, muchas gracias por el super chat. Había veces que cometí errores en inglés que sonaban a groserías y se reían de mí, pero cuando lo veo en situaciones similares con gracia y calma, pienso que puedo aprender de su actitud. Hope you enjoyed the coffee tenchi o tsufuri. Muchas gracias. Si lo viste como tomarlo con gracia y calma, pues muchas gracias. A mí me da mucha pena. Yo no suelo decir estas palabras y siento que si cometo un error, la gente va a pensar, oh, se le salió porque siempre lo dice. Nada más lo está escondiendo. Así que... pues sí da penita, pero pues... no pasa nada. Yeah, no. The super chat talked about like, oh, sometimes I make mistakes in English that sounds like curse words. So it's nice to see you like just take it gracefully and calmly. But I mean, if that's how it got perceived, then I'm glad. But I mean, I am quite embarrassed because usually like whenever people like accidentally say a word that sounds like a curse word by accident, even if it's just like messing up a word, people will think it slipped out because he usually says it. So that's why it's like, no, that's not the case. That's not the case. I just don't know how to talk. It's like someone wash his mouth with soap. I don't know. Was there a culture for English-speaking places where, like, if people spoke foully, they would get their mouth washed with soap? Because in Latin America, it was common. I mean, I didn't get to experience it, but it was like a stereotype. I think like older generations would actually do it. Like, I think when I grew up, it was more like a saying, but for older generations, they're like, oh no, it's not just a saying. It's like, oh, it's like my grandma used to do it to my parents or something like that. It's like, oh, I see. I didn't know. Le pasó a mis primos. Ya veo. Sí, no, a mí no me tocó nada de eso. Me tocaba escuchar historias de que no, antes sí lo hacían. Pero no. Y bueno, yo nunca tampoco fui un niño grosero, así que no hubo necesidad. I mean, as a kid, I was not one to say bad words either, so. I didn't really have to deal with those kind of problems. Daiko-san, thanks so much for the super chat. 谢谢你. Good morning, Yumin. Good morning, Zao An. And Chivi, thanks so much for the super chat. Super chat 감사합니다. 韓国で配信を見ています。投稿の際に、プレオさんの声を聞くと朝も頑張ります。いつもありがとうね。こちらこそ감사합니다。ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. Thank you very much. プレオさん。プレオ。 ちょっとかっこいいよね。Warfroach, thanks so much for the super chat. Also, in the coffee Satsu, I tried to order these beans because of your intriguing description. After going through the ones I just got, one of them has passion fruit notes, which is really good. Passion fruit sounds nice. The last one I tried, I think, was the Ghost Rider blend that had the fruit punch kind of notes. So, was it the fruit punch or was it the angel wings? And it was quite nice. So. Oh no, it was the Ghost Rider blend. That one had a tropical fruit punch, like blueberry and red grape kind of tasting notes, and that was quite nice. If it's anything similar, then I'm sure it was tasty. Thank you very much. But speaking of tasty, I hope everyone has a tasty meal today. I'm gonna be taking my leave, and I'll see you guys next time. みんなも今日も美味しく飯を食べますようにね。また明日じゃなくてまた今度ね、またね。ここで終了させていただきます。I'm gonna be ending here. I'll see you guys. Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. またね. See you guys later.